That's fine. Okay, thanks, guys. Can I ask that we switch off our mics? When there's a need that you guys would want to ask questions, you can just switch them on then. But I think it interferes with the smooth going of the mic. So let's just switch off our mics to do that. So thanks, guys. Like I said, what I've done is that I've given an extension. Let's mute ourselves, guys, please, because there's so much background noise coming from you guys. It's a bit difficult to work on that. Tabile, please, I think your mic is on. I can see sound waves on your profile. Okay, thanks, guys. Like I was saying, I've given you guys an extension for assignment 1, so assignment 2. So instead of, I think today was the closing date for that. It will be sometime next week on Monday. But I always advise students to submit as soon as possible, because you know, when the system is clogged and all of you are trying to submit your work, it gets to a point where it just collapses and it gives you error. So to avoid that, guys, let's make sure that we submit in time, because then at some point, I mean, for example, with assignment 1, I've given you, I don't know how much extensions to ensure that you guys get to submit. So with this one, I want to understand that somehow now it's mid-April, so I understand the system, how it works and everything. So I'll be lenient with you, but I won't go that far, because we're close to the exams. And I want us to prep in time to ensure that when we write the exams, we are ready for that. So, you know, the module name, it's Understanding the Media, which is DPR1507. And like I did in the introductory video, my name is Trevor Tungwan, and I work with Dr. NL Silikan as my team member on the module. So from time to time, obviously, if you don't find me, you will have to email him and find out if you need help with regard to the module. So yeah, I said the focus of this assignment, I said in the assignment, you guys are expected to, it's fine, I'll respond to that on assignment 2 that you can find it. I said in the assignment, students are expected to apply their minds when responding to questions. Said it is not enough to just copy the response from the reading resources or material, but it's an expectation that you guys are able to apply your understanding of the concepts when you answer the questions. And I said students will be assessed based on that and in the way in which they detail their answers in context, which means that much as content is important, but context is much more important. So if you give your answers, you should go as far as showing me how much you understand the module content, and obviously that's based on the application of that on day-to-day practicality, because the whole point about studying is to ensure that you get as much as you can and apply this in your everyday life, because at some point you guys will become PR practitioners. Some of you could already be that. So when you respond, show me that you understand the context, base it on your everyday living, base it on how you understand them in terms of how you read, in terms of how you perceive the industry. As well, on activity 1, it says provide the differences and similarities in the 2 codes of ethics, which is the PRISA Code of Ethics on Professional Standards and the SANEF Press Code of Professional Practice. So, you know, PRISA obviously governs issues around public relations, and then SANEF has to do with news. So SANEF stands for South African National Editors Forum, which basically governs conduct in the practice of journalism. And PRISA, obviously, like I said, it governs conduct with regard to professionalism in public relations. So I want you guys to compare the two, but also in doing that, put some context with regard to the applicability of the two in the distinct industries. So you'll give me your understanding of PRISA based on public relations, and these things are there in your module sites. If you can just Google them, you'll find that they are there. There are cases that governs behavior in the past with regard to. Guys, can I ask that we switch off? Tabile, I can see that I can see sound waves on your profile. There's been some time. Can I ask that you switch off because it's disturbing colleagues? And I said, yeah, like I said, SANEF is for journalists, and PRISA is for public relations officials. But also, you could find yourself working as a journalist despite the fact that you would have qualified as a public relations officer, because the two somehow there's an interface. Much as you do journalism, you could find yourself in public relations. So in doing that, you should be able to understand how you expected to conduct yourself as a professional, even in medical terms. You know, doctors and other medical professionals are there to a certain level of standard because there are bodies that governs each of these industries. So in terms of discipline and how the industries are ran, you've got to be able to show that you understand how things work. So I expect you guys, and I always say in social sciences, there's no wrong answer and there's no right answer. It's just about how you go about in explaining your understanding, because we perceive content and context in different manner, but there is an incorrect answer. So in doing that, show me that you understand what you're working on. Show me that you understand that you are applying yourself in the context of the module content. The next one says, find the professional code of conduct of any national or regional radio station. Compare this professional code of conduct with the code of conduct of the BCCSA, and then they've given you the access link for BCCSA code of conduct. And then I say, identify differences between the two professional codes of conduct. Explain what is meant by reporting news truthfully, accurately, and fairly. So when you identify the two, I want you to compare them, the differences between the two. Obviously, the BCCSA one, it governs radio stations or TV or the media and broadcast in an umbrella tab. But the radio station one will be tailor-made based on such a station to be able to govern relations in that radio, to be able to govern professionalism and the code of behavior in such a radio station. So when you do that, show me how much then the two relate. And also I want you, like I said on number 2, to explain what is meant by reporting news truthfully, accurately, and fairly. Read on that, guys, and please give me some meat, give me some bit of background on that. There are a lot of recent cases in which you can pull your understanding on to be able to give context on the issues. So in doing that, please, guys, let's do that. Let's make sure that we pull case studies which will give us a good understanding of the terms in as far as recent cases are concerned. So let's do that. And then in activity 3, I say, in your own words, explain the concept of ethics. You know, like I said, any industry is governed by ethical behavior. You don't just do things because then you deem it good to do them. you behave based on the conditions, based on the regulations of such an industry. Even in PR, there's ethical consideration. There's what's expected to be right and wrong, and ethics basically governs the judgment of right and wrong in society, in professionalism, in industries, in professional life, and also in also in government. I mean, when you look, a president is expected or is held in high regard in as far as ethics are concerned because he's a leader of society. The reason why when an ANC leader or a comrade get involved in corruption, the reason why we hold them in high regard is because not me being left behind because I can't hear a thing. Hopefully you get to listen to a recording. Yeah, I don't know why your colleagues can't hear, but I'm hopeful that most of you can hear me. So I was saying, leaders in government are held in high regard when as far as ethics are concerned because they are leaders in society. So we expect them to act better compared to a layman person. And then number 2 says report on the importance of ethical behavior in the public relations profession. So I also expect you here to report on the importance of that in the profession. And like I said, if you read the material, you'll see how then you expected to detail that. Let's say identify and discuss the differences between institutional and professional codes of conduct and give examples of each. I think that's quite easy to dissect. So institutionals are tailor-made for a specific institution, and the professional ones are done in a sense that governs professions in that regard. And then I say explain what a human interest story is and give an appropriate example. Write down what should be included in a media kit for a news conference. Elaborate on how websites are used as a point of contact with journalists. I think that's quite easy to do. But let me just give you the first one on human interest story. Human interest story speaks about stories that are called light, For instance, if you write a story about let's say about a cat which guides its owner who's blind. There are dogs that are used to guide people who can't see. So such dogs could be seen as some elements of human parts in society in regarding how then you see them. Well, it's not muchly news like your Tabo Bester news, but it's something that definitely makes for good news, especially during difficult news days. So I expect you to detail that, read on that, and please give context, guys. Give some meat, give some background. And I say assess the value of the factors that should be considered when using emails to communicate with the media. Your discussion should focus on audience, content, mood, and language. So yeah, I think that's quite also specific. Yeah. And I also detail my contact details that my name is Trevor Hlungwani. I'm on 012-429-6717. My email is hlungt1@unisa.ac.za. And my colleague Rasligan is on selekn@unisa.ac.za. I expect you guys to email me or him when you need assistance because we're on standby to assist you. It's our duty to ensure that we will give you support with regard to the module content, give you support with regard to how then you respond to your question. I mean, some of the issues could be too technical and be very easy for us to respond on, and some of those could be maybe around the submission of the assessments. If the system is down, obviously that's an IT issue. I'll try and assist, but like I said, in most cases I can't, guys. Yeah, so yeah, I'm committing myself to that. I'm ready to take questions. Let me see. I see hands. I see Norma Kizzy. Do you wanna shoot? I'm here to respond.
Good morning, sir. I just wanted to confirm the due date because it was supposed to be today, I think around 11 o'clock at night. So, update on the due date, is it still today?
No, I don't know if you've been following or you've been on the chat since we started. I said I've extended the submission then until Monday next week, and I said to you guys, I'll beg that as soon as you are done, if it's today or tomorrow, just submit to avoid cases where the system collapses, because others are also trying to submit on that specific day. You know, I mean, this is IT. It's a technical issue. If the system is clogged, it might stop you from submitting your work. So you don't have to wait for Monday, guys. If you're done, I beg that you submit. You don't have to start sending me emails on Sunday evening or on Monday in the afternoon, an hour before the closing date. So please, guys, I beg that you submit in time. This is for your own good. This is for your own benefit. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Notula.
Morning, sir. Morning, everyone.
Morning,
Okay,
Notula.
I just wanted to confirm the assignment because I see you've only went through what I see on
Yeah.
activity 3,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
However, if I continue to activity 4, there are still some parts whereby in the parentheses it says part of assignment 2. So I'm trying to understand if we only do up until what you have explained.
Yeah.
Only.
Yes.
Also, we should avoid activity. We should avoid activity 4 altogether.
Sorry.
We should avoid activity 4 because it continues onto activity 4.
No, it
The
goes up
assignment.
until activity 5, not 4.
Yeah. Yes. 5.
5. Yeah. So
5.
you keep it until the.
We
So
continue up and.
if you check
Mhm.
activity 6, I will have written not part of assignment 2. Do not submit. So that's where it stopped.
Okay, so we continue up wherever it says part of assignment 2.
No,
We
no.
continue.
So you leave it at activity 5. Activity 6, I say not part of assignment 2. Do not submit. So
Okay.
from there, don't go down. Yeah.
So everything that you've only explained, that's all we do.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
There's someone, I think it's Lena. She's asking, say, I can't find assignment 2, which was supposed to be. So it means that Lena is not in class. Am I wrong? Either she's not following the class, because I just explained that. I want you to understand that unless if you also work with me, guys, I can assist you. I mean, I just responded to a question, which basically explains that. Do you get me? Give context to that. So I don't know if Lena can hear me. If you can hear me, do you want to open up your mic and ask me?
Hi, sir. I heard you. There was a person that asked earlier about the assignment 2 because she also couldn't find it. I also can't find it still. Like my assignment
Fine.
thing is blank.
Okay,
There
it's
is
fine.
no
So
assignment.
you know what you do? It
Yes, sir.
tells me that you haven't read the module content, because that's where I've buried all the assessments and the questions. Because what I'm trying to avoid is just to send you a document with assignment questions and say respond to this. Because if I do that, there are possibilities that you might not read the module content. You might just go there for the sake of getting answers and responding to that. So in doing this, guys, it's up to you to just read and find the questions. And trust me, if you read, you'll find the questions. And if you read and get to the end of each and every unit, there's no way you won't find the questions. There's no way you won't go home with anything that would have learned from that. Have you read the module content? Have you read the notes?
No, sir.
See, so let's read, guys. I mean, if you were meant to submit assignment 2 today, it means you would have been able, you wouldn't been able to do that. I mean, given the, I mean, avoid the fact that I gave an extension. You were supposed to submit today, which tells me that you wouldn't have read up to today. So let's read, guys. Let's read as we go by.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sir. Where do I find this module content thing? Because like I've been having trouble. Like I don't
Okay.
understand some
Do you know
things.
how to navigate the units, the learning units?
Learning units in the one in my UNISA.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I went there and it's still empty. So I don't understand.
Okay, how far can you go? You go to 1547, the module. Are you able to do that?
Yes, sir. And then when I go to activity, there is only activity 1, the one that I already submitted. There is no activity 2.
So how did you find activity 1?
It's there. Okay, I'm going there, sir, now.
No, so your activities are under the lessons, guys. Section 1 has got 5 lessons. And lesson 1 and 2 speaks about assignment 1 and 2, assignment 1. And if you go through assignment learning 3 and learning unit 4, you'll find that there are when we'll be receiving feedback regarding assessment 2. I can only give you feedback if you went after.
Oh, I can see it, sir. Thank you.
I see Noctulus asking me when will be receiving feedback regarding assignment 2. You can only get feedback after or assignment 1. It's fine. It will be loaded sometime today. But that'll be the video. So before the end of the week, I believe that should be done. Marking all the assessments, and you will start preparing for the exams in that regard. The next hand, Kusela.
Greetings, sir.
Hey, Miss Mom.
Okay. May I please ask, in regards with the providing examples, should we provide examples based on media as a whole, or we can provide examples regarding anything, but as long as they related to the content?
No, dependency related to content. Makes sense for you. Yes.
Pardon?
I'm saying regarding the content, if it speaks the content, the media and anything that's related. Like I'm saying, this is social science. I want to understand how you guys think. So anything that shows me that you are engaging the content and you have an understanding, trust me, you'll get a tick.
Oh, okay. It doesn't have to be media related though.
I mean, which other examples would you want to give outside that?
Okay, for instance, institutional. For the institutional, can we provide maybe, for instance, like in the school?
No, you can. So institutions are not necessarily one thing. They are multifaceted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the professional, can we just, since the institutional, maybe, for example, I give an example of the code of conduct in a certain school. Then the professional, I can just give the code of conduct regarding the educational system as a whole.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Who's next? Oratile, are you answered?
Morning, sir.
Hi.
I just
you can
wanted
drop
to
your hand, Kusela, if you're done. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm the numbering of the assignment. We are numbering as it is, activity 1, activity 2, etc.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Assignment 2, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Katlego, Miss Mulwell. It's Mulwell.
Yes, can you hear me, sir?
It's Mulwell or what?
Yes, Mulwele.
Okay, thanks, man. Fire. You can fire.
So I know this probably has nothing to do with like this assessment too, But in regards with the exams, is it just going to be portfolio examinations and then you're going to send us a PDF, then we work from there, or?
Yeah, with the exam, I'll put it together in a document. But like I said, you know, Katlehone, and I'm not punishing you with how I went about with assignment 1 and 2. I wanted you guys to go through the module content. So by the time you write exams, you know how to navigate through the system. Do you get that? So with the exam, I'll put it together and save it for you under additional resources as the main exam. And trust me, it will cover part of assignment 1 and assignment 2. And we'll give you enough time. We'll also do a prep for that.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be a portfolio like we did with assignment 1 and 2.
Yeah, okay. No, I just wanted to clarify that. Thank you.
Welcome, man. Mutsamai.
Good morning, sir.
Hey, man, you good?
Yes, I'm good.
Good,
I just joined the class now.
yeah.
I don't know if you have passed this question that I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
Regarding activity 2, the code of conduct.
Yes.
When you do the identification, do we do it in a paragraph format, or we can also do it in a column format?
You know what? So I think it's good to show the differences between the two, né? But you don't need to contrast them. So even you can write in paragraph form. Give one sort of subject answer and explain how it goes about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Who's next? Miss Ngob, do you still want to ask? Do you still have a question?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, let's take it.
May I please ask, do you have to write the table of contents and the introduction and the conclusion?
Yes, so each and every assignment should have a declaration page, and then table of content and the context.
Okay, sir. May I please ask, since I didn't do that for the first assignment, as I didn't see that instruction, but then I did include the declaration, will I be penalized?
It's a 0.
Oh, okay, sir.
I'm joking. I won't penalize you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Welcome. Guys, whoever want to, Mutsamai, do you still want to ask? I see your hand is still up.
It's an historic hand, sorry.
It's fine. So are we good?
Yeah, I'm good, sir.
Anyone, guys, do you want to say something about assignment 1? Was it difficult? Okay, Katlego, do you want, I think you have a question.
With all these activities, I wanted to ask, all the questions, are they like in our units, learning units, right?
You must read, you'll find them, yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Guys, let's read, man. Let's read, and you know, and if you read, you'll enjoy the work. If you read, you'll love the content, and it will make much sense. Tell me, do you guys work, or you just doing your first years? Because I want to understand how far then you would be able to apply your understanding of the content based on your professional work. It's fine. I see there's a new message. Let me see. Oh, Lina says first year. Yeah. Mutsama, it's only now I get a chance to join the class. Okay, it's fine. I'll save that. I'm working Spiwa. Bridget first year, Oradil first year. Masungulo Shwamp. Oh, first year now. Codes of first, and I'm working first year in Zimen. Because also I'm trying to establish, guys, I would love to do classes from time to time. What works best for you? Okay, Felicia, I'm working. Koketo first year, Kusela first year, Lundomiso Zone first year, Sbulen first year. Tell me, what works best? Is it live classes or it's recorded classes? Because these are very interactive, but I'm thinking to myself, if one is at work, might not be able to join the class, my type of working. Okay. Oratile live class. Let's talk, guys. Sharon, it's fine. Let's talk.
Okay, so personally, I would rather prefer live classes as much
Okay.
as we are experiencing load shedding from time to time.
Mm.
But I think live classes would be better because they are more interactive. Because sometimes recorded lessons,
Yeah.
I might think that I understood something, and
Mm.
then you are no longer there for me to ask for clarity.
Mm. Okay, that's fine. I'll consider that. So we'll just have a mix of both, guys, to ensure that those that can do this one can do the other. It's fine. I get that. Recorded class. I'm working hard. Williams. Yes, Bridget. There will be class also on the mix of first live classes. So we'll just do a mix of the two. Thanks, guys. I think we're good. Can I stop it here? Okay, thanks a lot. I see. Thanks, guys. Bye.